You know, I went through Yale feeling like I wasn't a part of it, except for the fact that I felt like I was in the right place for music. You know what I mean?
Ready, and...
I felt like an outsider, and I was a student there. Because the higher up I went in classical music, the less people looked like me. Innately, all kids have the same ability, but our environment can influence our ability.
Yes, I love it.
Because I've been wondering, how do you connect African-American students and communities to classical music, which is Eurocentric?
I fell in love with the violin. I started playing when I was in the 6th grade, and it was the best decision I've ever made.
When I first picked up the violin, I was 8 years old, and I started off at this small program in my hometown of Anderson, Alabama.
And so I wanted our students to learn the skills that it takes to get good at something that's hard.
What were they talking about? And you said...
I'll feel her sometimes. I feel like in music, she's still with me, you know, still keeping me going. I feel my mom there cheering all of us on as a team, not just me, but everybody, because my mother, she had a big heart, and I feel like every time I practice, she's with me, and every time we perform, she's there cheering all of us on, because we're really, in the end, we're really a family. You know, we're gonna have those little arguments, like little disagreements, but at the end, we're all here as a family. We're all ready to work.
I lived with my granddad most of about 8 years of my life, and he was a huge music nerd. I just remember just going to bed and hearing like Aretha Franklin playing on the stereo, and like CNN is playing in the background, and he has like a cup of scotch with M&Ms, and he's just downloading music, you know. We lived with him most of my life so he could take care of her. And then right when she was feeling better, he got sick. Unfortunately, he did die, so.
The partnership that we're establishing with Cricket Wireless, it's an absolute game changer, and I'll tell you why. The financial support is obviously very key. It allows us to do what we do. But the sense of validation that a Fortune 500 company would believe so much in the mission of the organization, believe so much in the hard work of our students and our families, that you saw them waiting out here, you know, during rehearsal, late at night on a weeknight. This is a celebration of music. It's a celebration of African-American music, of Black music, of African-American communities, and we were able to have our kids involved in that. I was wondering when it came out if they would keep T.I.'s thank you speech between songs, you know, to the Atlanta Music Project, because I could have cut it out. But it was really about what he said to the kids. You know, he said,
"You are never defined by your environment unless you allow yourself to be. You are able to do anything in the world that you want to do in life. Only thing in between you and your dreams is your effort."
That's it. Like, that's exactly what we're trying to teach through the Atlanta Music Project. You know, it's a validation that the idea that the Atlanta Music Project is doing something that's really, really important is true.